And that is now back live, I think, is it?
And it should be back live.
Yeah, we're back.
Mine isn't loading. Sound check, check. Sound check, check. That's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you as well, Rob. And
Good.
right,
On the own version.
OTL Elite, Season 2, Spanish Grand Prix. It'll be an interesting race. I think this one, I think everyone's going to be quite close together. We will see. Right, I need to change. Don't you fucking dare, what have I done? Right, that should be better for the stream to hear anyway.
Attempt number 2.
I'm trying to get our voices a bit louder on there because the backing music's quite high.
It shouldn't matter once you get into gameplay because there'll be no music.
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, you're fine on there anyway, so that's fine.
Cool.
I will reshare this. Cool. Finally, you spanners. Shout out from Matt there, thanks. Finally, you spanners. Shout out from Matt there, thanks. Turn that down. Share. It'll be interesting to see what tyre strategy everyone goes for as well.
I'll just set it up so we can see tyre strategies.
We'll leave that off. We'll leave that one on. We have some coming out early anyway. I think that's going to be.
Unfortunately, we don't get to see the weather here, do we? We will just have to
we won't know the weather.
And see as things progress how this is going to play out. As
Anyway.
we have an Alfa Romeo on track.
Yep, that is Zero. He's on mediums.
And there's 3 or 4 more coming out right behind him. We have Mike coming out in Mercedes. We've got a McLaren on track of Jensen on mediums.
Is that Mitch who's come out now?
Connor's come out on soft, so going straight for what you would think is a full quali lap.
Some have gone medium, some have gone soft then, so.
Yeah, we've got an interesting mix so far. There's 3 out on mediums, 5 out on soft so far. Got a bit of a queue on the back straight, heading towards the end of sector 2 already. Mike and Jensen heading towards the hairpin.
We'll stick on with Zero's lap though, for the first place in the technical lap.
It's nice and planted through the first sector up to the top of the hill.
Zero's first sector looked good. Anyway, I missed the split time. Just kept it going up the S's as well.
The 21.5, I believe my screen just said for his first sector.
Second sector's 49.7.
It's looked smooth. A yellow flag in sector 1. He was just run a little bit wide in towards the chicane, but he's gathered it back together. Oh, nearly lost it onto the second last corner.
They'll lose him a bit of time.
Yeah, he's going to probably cost him at least half a second of that as he comes to the line. 1:16.2 for the first lap on the board.
And the mediums isn't too bad, isn't an out lap.
Mike coming around to finish his lap on soft. Just entering the final terrible chicane section that I don't know why he's still in this track. It just ruins the flow of the final section. Mike's backed out of it and gone into the pit lane.
Jensen on the mediums puts up a 1:15 dead.
Wow, that's an unbelievable lap.
That is a fast lap. We'll try and catch people who come in at the end. Schnarr Larry's put up a 1:18.3, that'll be.
Yes. Looks like he may have had an issue somewhere.
GS
Nelly's about to start a lap on mediums.
GS Smalley's just put in purple sector 1 as a few more times come in. ATR Henry Rogers has gone 1/10 slower into second on the soft, followed by Nawalk.
Nelly on the mediums has got a little bit of traffic at the end of sector 1 behind the wall.
Looks like another very clean lap actually, this from Smalley. See where that puts him on his medium compound. And he goes third, potential third, with a 1:15.7.
Still
someone's
very
there.
Respectable time on medium tyres.
Nawalk's just staying out the way of the people coming through. Fastest lap there by T2G, 1:14.9. That's a fast lap. He is on soft compound though.
Just running to the end with Nelly's lap, and he's going to do a 1:16.4 on his first lap on mediums.
A lot of people out now. Chris has just started the lap. Where's Adam? Is he near the end? Adam's coming into the last sector on medium compound tyre. I see Connor's on his second lap on his soft there.
I think Adam's just about to start a lap on his mediums by the looks of it.
I think so. I think that was just a little practice run there for the first lap from Adam.
Yeah, he's probably going to go for more of an attacking lap this lap.
Pelly is coming to finish his... No, he's just started a lap, that'll be lost. No, Chris is the next person then to come round for a lap, or finish a lap. He's got a purple sector 2 anyway from the game. Oh, and he's touched the curb and he's going round.
Oh, that's...
I think he's going to...
Unfortunate accident. That is still the problem with Spain. The Spanish curbs can be brutal.
Probably the best place to lose it though, just before the pit box. Who have we got going round? Brock on the lap. Brock's got purple first sector. Someone who I know is quite fast.
He's just locked up a little bit into the hairpin, though, going into mid-sector 2. This is the bottom. This part of the track can make or break a lap. If you hit the curbs wrong here, it can just unsettle the car massively as you go towards second DRS zone.
He looked like he took that pretty clean anyway.
Yeah, he's got round there nicely.
Sector times are 49.7 through sector 2, so he was 2/10 up on, I think, Zero's time that we watched then.
A little bit deep into that one, but he's held it together. Again, the Spanish chicane. Oh, has he cut that corner? No, he's got away with it. That's going to be a 1:15.3.
Cool. With a lockup, that's not a bad time on those.
It's not a bad lap time at all. There's some extreme. We're going to get it. I mean, this is going to end up low, a 14.4 at this rate.
I can see a very low 14 being pushed in here from someone.
Could we even push a 13.9 maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Jensen gets it together on a soft tyre or one of the others.
We'll stay with Lost Souls. He hasn't validated his lap.
Zero's now on the soft tyre, coming through sector 2. Looks like he's actually on a flying lap.
And he is up by almost 4/10 going into the last sector.
Is that on himself though, I believe?
That'll move him up a couple of places at the moment.
Put him on about a 1:15.7 currently if he finishes the lap off. A little bit deep in the chicane, not too bad. He's held it together nicely on the second to last corner. That's going to be a 15.1, really good lap. Found a lot of time in the final sector there. He's found 7/10 on his own lap in the final sector.
Puts him P3 as well at the moment.
Yeah, I certainly think there's going to be a low 14 somewhere as this session progresses. We're still got another 9 minutes of track evolution to come.
If Adam is on a fast lap, he's 2/10 up through the first sector.
We've got Henry Rogers looking like about to start a lap. Although he has invalidated it, so will he just box this lap?
I think Adams, from Monday's race anyway, he had turned traction control off.
I know the pain of trying to do that, and it isn't fun.
No, but I think he wants to try and progress and get a bit more pace out of the game.
Fair play to him. I abandoned that idea 6 months ago, having 7 months of pain. But I'm on board with Henry Rogers, currently sat 4th as he goes through sector 1 on his next flying lap.
Who, sorry?
Henry Rogers, he's 2/10 up on himself after sector 1. A yellow flag in sector 2, I think that's just somebody taking it slow down, lads.
I think someone's gone wide just to get out of the way.
Oh, is that going to be validated? That's so unlucky. He's just run wide onto the curve on the inside of that bottom chicane at the hit.
He might be looking. He might do another lap on those actually. Yes, slowed down a bit, but we'll. Where's Nelly coming through?
If he's got the fuel, it might be worth it because then he'll have time to do one more run at the end of it. Or do you just abandon them tyres and start again?
Where's Mike? He's coming into the last sector actually. Mike on a medium tyre. It was his practice run. We will stay within those. He's coming on to his lap. He did well here on Monday with his one stop.
Well, it would have been a one stop without the rain. Always run a little bit deep into turn 2. Got away with it though, actually.
He did get away with that. If I had touched that, I know where I'd be.
It definitely looked fully off track as well. This has got 2 bits of luck on that one.
Keep an eye on the comments just in case someone's...
Nice through the hairpin as in just go to the bottom of the hill. A slight lock up, but it's nice through there as you enter now what can be a tricky right hand at the top of the hill. Back end tries to slide and runs a little bit wide but keeps it well within track limits. Oh, into the hairpin, big lock up, but he's managed to control it really well. That back end really wanted to step round on him there. Now this horrible little back take again. That back end of that car really wants to keep stepping around on him as he brakes.
It's going to be a one...
Final corner on the mediums. Pushes to the line and it's a 1:15.3. So it's as much as he had a couple of lockups. That's a very good lap still.
That is a very good lap.
Only 4/10 covering the top 7. I think was that Connor just gone second on mediums?
Just gone second on mediums by 100. That must have been a very good lap from him.
Zero, is this an out lap? Yes, was he going to be the next person to start a lap?
I think
we've got Pelly about to start a lap in front of him, I think. Yeah, Pelly's just coming onto a lap now. I know Pelly's backed out. He was just completing a lap. I apologise. A 15.1, so it's literally less than 2 tenths covering 5 people here.
I think the Warp is on the left at the moment. He is up on his
Just going to the
time,
end of sector
actually.
2. He's
up by
9 tenths up on himself. Wow,
Yeah,
that would put him right in the mix of pole if he can finish off the end of this lap.
Well, how close it is up there at the moment. It was squeezing between 5th and 6th.
A purple middle sector for the Warp, actually. Really nice into that final sector. That's one of the best we've seen take that chicane towards the end of the lap. So he comes around the final corner. This should be a good lap.
This could be a 1:14.
This should be a very good lap. No, he's lost a little bit of time actually in the final sector to what the other guys have been doing. So but again, look at that.
4th though. It's very
3 on the
tight
1:15 ones. Wow.
I will.
Connor's sat really well. If we're going to get a full dry race starting on mediums in second at the moment.
You can see the drivers from all within the 1:15s really. From
literally, we have 8 tenths covering 12 drivers at the moment, with 3 of those laps on mediums. Is Zero going to improve on this lap? He doesn't. Goes pole on the 1:14.90. Knocks 800ths off the previous best. What have we got left? 4 minutes. We might have a little bit of a lull now until people set up for the final run.
Pelly might be going on to a lap. There's 3 people on out laps. I will look at the 2 that haven't set a lap yet.
Sean, Larry, Pedro, and Fuller.
Over.
Jackson, not doing a lap. Pedro's coming around to start a lap, and is Sean Larry as well.
Pelly has pit actually.
Yeah, everybody's going preparing for a final attempt now, I think.
We are on Sean Larry though. He's taking the second run on his medium tyre. I think he did make a mistake though in his first lap to be.
Yeah, doesn't have a representative lap in at the moment.
He's done a purple
2
first
tenths
sector,
up on his
21.5
lap. A little bit of traffic ahead as he enters the middle of sector 2. Nice up the hill, going to get a little bit of a nice bit of slipstream off his teammate there, actually heading down the back straight. Nice into the hairpin, nice apex, and nice on the power on the way out. This corner can always catch people out if you're not careful. That left-hander up the hill, he just wants to step out on you every time. Nice, through that right-hander into the last horrible chicane. He's just run a little bit deep, and that might be a corner cut. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That looks like a really good lap, actually. Just stepped out as he went into the first part and just lost narrowed the angle.
Invalidated. We'll stick with Pedro. He's, I think he's our only one on a lap which isn't invalidated at the moment. An OTL driver who, he's alright.
Surprisingly, we still have 4 cars that haven't done a lap.
Yes. Yeah, they have.
This late in the session.
I don't know if Bullard Jet is actually going to get back round. He's saving fuel for a final run.
Pedro's going to finish a lap, a 1:26.4. That's not representative lap. He must have had an issue somewhere that we haven't seen when we were on board with him. Now we've got a lot more cars coming out on track, so we're going to get busy in the next 30 seconds if people are going to want to get another lap in.
I haven't got time on here, have I? Oh, he's gone
wide.
wide.
A yellow flag in sector 2 that's causing the issue.
Hasn't invalidated his lap time, but he might have lost him a bit of time. He has caught grass as well. Now he's invalidated. That's unlucky.
So unless he's got fuel to go again, that's going to be the end of Pedro's session.
We'll go to TTG, who's on an invalidated lap. Nelly is Nelly the one passing the line? Yes, Nelly is the first one now for these end lot to come through. He's sticking with the medium tyre as well.
Interesting to see where he can get to with that medium tyre on what is possibly going to be quite a busy lap for traffic at this point.
He has got a bit of clean air in front of him though. Through sector 1, he is a 10th up.
He does have quite a gap to bridge into the next car ahead of him. He's 7/10 currently because there's that many people grouped in the low 15s.
I think someone just moved up.
Oh, is that going to be an invalidation? It is, and that's the end of Nelly's session. He's going to start outside the top 10. Oh, Nelly's lost it at the top of the hill, and he's had a huge spin.
Nelly has spun as well. We'll get one of the Red Bulls. Is that Mitch? He's crossed the line for a 152. Ballard Jet is coming through the last sector as well. These drivers who haven't put a lap in yet, he is on mediums. I missed that Chris put himself into P9 on mediums, only 4/10 behind the leader at the moment.
The times didn't tumble like I thought they might do at the end of that session. I thought we were on for maybe getting a low 14 somewhere in the middle there. Just the track clear didn't evolve much beyond what it started.
Ballard Jet puts himself up into 10th with a 1:15.3. They're so close. And
a 1:14.8 to have a pole for TTG.
We'll try and catch up with some of these. Brock is coming into the last sector on a medium tyre as well.
We've got Connor coming about to come to the end of sector 2. He's 3/10 up on himself. This could be a good lap by Connor.
And Brock has just put it into P3, only 1/10 off of first on a medium tyre.
I'm gonna stick with Connor till the end of his lap because this is looking like this could be really quick. Just drop down the car pole, go back up to, there you go, get to the end of that lap.
ART just put himself into 4, 10th and
Connor's looking really quick here. He's backed out of it, decided he didn't want to go for it. That was interesting.
It was interesting. Chris
as he went through the end of the second sector, he was 4/10 up on himself, so he was heading for pole. I'm not quite sure.
He didn't do his lap on the medium tyre, maybe, and he backed out. Let's have a look.
Potentially, I can only see the tyre that's running on at the moment.
Yes, Brock, Connor, and Jensen, and Schnell Larry, and Chris Allen make up the top 10 with medium tyres.
Ah, yes, of course. I didn't realise I can change the tyre detail screen.
We will go through the grid when we're finished. I think we're just waiting for Chris to retire from the pit lane. But that is qualifying, and that is very, very close. Half a second between 12 drivers. Half of them on the mediums, half of them on the softs. We don't know if it's raining or if it's going to be dry in the race.
And you said there's half a second there, but there's probably a couple of drivers. Nelly probably didn't get a representative lapping, so he validated at the end. Pedro did the same, so there's probably even more drivers that could fit into that group somewhere.
Yes, yep, a few drivers will overtake.
And now it's all about strategy, because the medium tyre runners are going to get an advantage. Are they going to push for a one-stop and go for hards? Or do they go aggressive and go medium soft?
Qualifying TTG on pole with a 1:14.8. He was on softs. Zero 1:14.9 second. Brock was on a medium tyre, put himself third. ATR Henry Rogers in fourth. Connor was fifth. Jensen was sixth. They're both on the mediums. Newwarp and Pelly 7th and 8th, both on the softs. Schnell, Larry, Chris make up the top 10 on mediums, and then you've got Bullard, Jack, Mike, XL Rocco, Elfwise in 14th, and then you've got Smalley in 15th, and I believe
it was Chris after that.
It was Adam in 16th, and then I know Mitch was last, bless him. Pedro was back there, and
yeah, I don't think Pedro got in an actual lap time, but he was representative because he invalidated his last two runs that we saw.
But I think we got a good luck everyone from Nelly. We don't have a break in OTL Elite, I don't think. The time has started already anyway, so we'll get straight into it.
Somebody has readied up quickly. They're looking at strategies.
I don't think they actually do breaks.